highimpactdance.net is where you'll go. And there's a little tab right here called Parent Portal. If you click there, this is the login screen. You could just bookmark this or save it to your home screen for easy access. That's what I would do. And so if this is your first time coming here, I know it says first time here. This is for people who are brand new to our studio, create account. So if you already have a dancer with us and you've just never logged into this portal, if you do this, it's not going to give you access to their classes because your kids are already enrolled somewhere else, you know, in another class under probably your same email address. So if you've never been on here and you need access, you need to give us an email at admin@highimpactdance.net. We did find out that there's a way for us to see who has never signed into the portal and then automatically send them their sign-in information. So I will be exploring that probably tomorrow morning and sending that out too. But like I said, send us an email and we can get you the sign-in information. And then once you sign in, this is the main page that you'll come to when you sign in. You'll see all of your students here. There are my 3 kiddos that dance with us. So this is where our classes will be and where our links will be, but I'm going to come back to this and just do a full walkthrough really quick. This is your account. If you owe the $40 for May, it might say that. This is how you would make a one-time payment. And right here, enroll in auto pay is how you would sign up for auto pay if that's something you're interested in for June. You'll notice this bulletin board. Most of you who've not signed on since yesterday will have one new note there, but I read it already. This is for our dance sampler. So dance sampler is a new style each week for May and June. We have one at 10 a.m. on Saturdays, one at 11. 10 a.m. is for ages 6 to 9, 11 for ages 9 and up. And these are the direct links to the Zoom class. So if you want to just try it out and you don't want to actually register for the class, or if you hear on the Facebook group that, oh, this week's hip hop and you'd love to do that, those links will always be there for you to access. And then we'll head back home. We also will start putting other communications there now, things that we already email out, but maybe that'll be an easier place for it to catch your eye. And then today's schedule, since it's Sunday, nothing shows up. But if you click other days, you can see color-coded all of your kids, even has me and Max up there, who has class and when. So this is an easy way to see when your classes are, the detail. This is even the link to the Zoom. If you click this little camera, it will take you to the Zoom class. So that's one way to get to your Zoom class. We also have like events on here, like picture day, things like that. You can see a week, day, and month view in order to see all those events if you have any questions about those. And down here are just more action buttons that are the same as this. So you can make a one-time payment, enroll in auto pay, bulletin board. The account settings is something else that I'll show you. Some of you might still have the original password that came with it, which is just, you know, random letters that were emailed to you. If you want to change that, you can just quickly change it here. You have to know your original password. Or no, you don't have to know your original password. You put the new one that you would like right here and hit update. That might be helpful to some people. Another thing, family contacts under account settings. You can add another family member that you might want to be receiving emails, robotexts, things like that. You just hit add new and you could put maybe husband or grandma or whoever is helping with the class. This is a good way to get them looped in on that information. So we're gonna head back to home and online classes over here. Maybe that is not all caught up for you guys. Okay, so we click on my oldest, Alexandra. So you'll see 2 here, a recital class. This is the class that she's actually been with for most of the school year and that she'll be doing her recital dance with. And this is the class that it was combined into. So this is her Zoom class, her virtual class. You'll see down here, it says 2019-2020 school year. That's the regular season. And then this one says May, June virtual classes. So if we click this camera next to recital class, that is where she will find for her choreography for recital, and she can practice that a couple times a week. We are really encouraging that people are practicing during this time off because that won't be touched on in most of our regular classes, especially the ones where other kids are combining into them. So it'll be really important to log on and find your recital videos. And then down here is her Zoom class. So it'll come to this, your class session, and when it's Thursday at 7:15, we'll click go to my class, and it will just automatically open up Zoom for you. So that is where you will find that. And then the last important part is to register for classes. As you know, your tuition is just a $40 flat fee for this month. So you are able to take as many classes as you'd like. If you'd like to try something new, maybe you have a preschooler that was in ballet jazz that would love to try tap. You can pick a ballet tap that would work well for them. So if you click here on registration, you can add a new student. Maybe you want to try out one of our adult classes. You can add yourself there and get yourself set up, or you can add classes to existing students. So this is my daughter, Sam, and let's say I wanted her to do hip hop and tumbling on Monday nights also. I would just check mark it here. And you scroll down, you'll see all your kids that are enrolled. And then we would hit submit. And that's it. You're registered. You'll get an email. You'll saying that you're registered now. It'll show you all of your kids and all their registration. And when you go back to the home page, now that you are registered for that class, it will show up here. Just the same, Monday, 6 o'clock, hip hop tumbling. And there you go. You have the Zoom link and you are set up to do that class. When you click through, you'll get a virtual waiver the first time you go through. It's the same as our other virtual waiver that was in Thinkific. You'll just hit OK, and that will take you to the next page where the Zoom link is. And I think that is really it. So I'd love to turn it over to your questions. So I'm going to hit stop share. I think the easiest way to take questions is if you guys could raise your hand and I can unmute you. That way we can all hear. So if anyone has a general question about classes or how things are working, in the participants, there should be like a more, or just raise your hand. I'm watching you. I can click on you there too. You're also welcome to send me a chat. Whatever works best. Is that you, Justina? Okay.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. So my question is, if I register in a class, I may not always be able to be there. Is that okay?
That's definitely fine. Yeah. We expect that will probably be something that happens. So yeah, even if you want to just try it once, feel free to.
Okay. I was going to try to do Kristen's power tap.
Great.
And but I work on that day, so I'm hoping to be home in time, but I may not always
right.
be home on time.
Right. Yeah. No, that would be great. All right. Anybody else? Any other questions? Michelle? Hi.
So is she still enrolled for the hip hop and jazz on like that Thursday, or do I have to go and enroll her?
No. So if you got an email saying, your class time has moved, we're putting you into this class, I've already put you in that class.
Okay.
So they're already there. If you want something different, then we can adjust things or add things.
Okay, cool.
Do it, or I can do it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Okay.
I talked to you the other Thursday.
Yeah.
Hi, Christy.
All right, Sarah. Hi, Sarah. What's your question?
So my question was about pictures for recital. Are we still doing the individual pictures on May 31st?
So it's scheduled for May 30th. I believe that's a Saturday of that weekend. Yeah. And I don't know is the fairest answer I can give at this time. I know that's our plan is May 30th. And our plan is to do it as socially distanced as humanly possible with doing quick individual pictures. It is on our calendar as May 30th. We need to check back in with our photographer this week and see now that the actual phases for reopening have been released, how that changes and how that will work.
Okay.
If anything, it might be postponed, according to, I don't really know where that would fall.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of like that gray area of everything. And then my other question is regarding recital practices. Are we, I know that we're still shooting for the June 20th, right? I'm always off by one day.
Yeah, June 20th, yes.
And then are we going to try and get some practice, like together practice in before recital?
Again, that is something that we're, at the very least, you'll have some time before we go on stage. We have to see how these phases open up. it might look like we have to do one class at a time because we can't have more than 50 people together. And so then it might look like one class will come the week of recital and they'll do like a quick class together. And then the day of recital, or the day that their class comes to perform, we've talked about getting an outdoor stage situated. They could do a quick run through and then do their dance, which will still be filmed.
Okay.
So again, I'm sorry if like that's a non-answer, but
It's okay. At least it's something.
yeah. And
So,
you know, all those recital videos are still there, and your teachers are there if you have questions. Like, you can send an email to them through admin. You can send an email to them directly. All of our email addresses are our names at highimpactdance.net. Not every teacher is able to check those regularly, so admin is always a great way. If you copy that, admin at highimpactdance.net, and we can get your question to them about recital choreography. Thinkific is also still going to be open, so everything that was pre-recorded, you can go back and review there too.
okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going to go to Heather next. Hi, Heather.
Yeah, a quick idea is, since the parks have been opened, like to go play in the fields, what about doing small groups in public? 'Cause they can still meet with 10 and under. And if I remember correctly, the acro class had under 10.
Right. That is a great idea. Something that we'll explore as we get closer. But logistically, that would be really hard to offer to everybody probably. But it's a great idea, and I appreciate that. Thank you. That's what's going to get us through this, is creativity and hive minds. All right.
Well, that's how we're looking at doing birthday parties and stuff like that. So they can still socialize. They just have to keep the distance.
Right. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Thank you, Heather. Kelly, did I see your hand up? Yeah. Hi.
Hi. Question for those that weren't able to get the recital outfit.
Yeah.
Are they still at the studio? Is there? Okay.
Yes, they're still at the studio. There are a few, some of my kiddos in the younger ballet jazz classes, they all have that very cute Breakfast at Tiffany's outfit. They've not shipped yet. We got an email that they're back in their warehouses and they're starting to ship. So probably towards the end of May, we will be doing like a curbside pickup situation. Where you drive up, you tell us the name of your kid, maybe on a piece of paper, and then we'll bring it out to you. So we're going to wait till more of those costumes arrive. But again, it's looking like mid-May, and we'll send lots of emails, and we'll put a bulletin on DSP and all of that to let you guys know.
Perfect. So they will be here then for pictures if we do get
Oh,
pictures?
absolutely. Yes. We will make sure everyone has costumes for that. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Any other questions for me? All right. I don't think so. Okay.
Emily.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Emily, I'm sorry. I had a really interesting time getting on Zoom this evening.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So will you guys had said that we are going to have access to all the classes.
Yes.
Is that going to be, or will the links be on the parent portal?
Yes, they will. So
Okay.
I'm going to post a little video of the screen share walkthrough I did right before
Perfect.
you got that on. And
Okay.
it'll show you, just if you've ever registered for classes online yourself ever before, it's the same way and there's zero price. So just go on, click the classes you'd like to be added to,
Okay.
hit checkout, and then that link will be available to you.
Okay. And just like all the other meetings, it'll like, hey, you have a Zoom class coming up at this time. Here's your link.
Yes. Well, so it's not going to be emailed out to you. It's going to be available for you to go to at that time.
Okay, so it will be the same link for all the classes scheduled. Perfect.
Yes, same way to access it. You have to log on through through the parent portal in order to get to that link, and that's what's keeping us safe. Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much, Emily.
No problem.
Emily, can you post that link into the chat?
The link for
DSP.
Oh, yeah. So really the easiest way is to go to highimpactdance.net and then hit parent portal. But I will post that if I can figure out how to open the chat to everyone. Oh, here it is. There we go. Go to highimpactdance.net. All right. So if you go to that website, go to Parent Portal, and it's just right there. Again, if you've never logged on that way before, send us an email and we'll send that out to you. All right, any other questions before I end this? Doesn't look like it. All right, well, it was really nice to see you guys. I miss my dance families so much. So this was a nice little peek. I hope you're all doing well. And I'm going to hop over to my email. So if you have any personal questions, feel free to shoot me an email. All right, bye.